What's up, my people? What's going on? We got to talk about that Will Smith, Chris Rock just a little bit because it's creating an interesting conversation over the internet, social media in regards to Black people and how we should conduct ourselves and things of that nature. I do want to say this in Will's behalf. Is Will has been in the spotlight for over 30 something years since the Fresh Prince. And Will has not really brought a lot of negative attention to Black people. I think he's handled himself quite well now. I've heard some interesting things about his private life, but that's his private life. And I still don't know if that stuff is true. It's a lot of allegations and stuff, but whatever a person does in their private life is their personal business. But publicly, for the most part, we all need to take in consideration, Will has been a pretty outstanding role model in the public's eye as far as representing our people. Now, what happened the other night, last night, I mean, I woke up to see that slap and I knew it was a real slap, but to me, what was classic is his walk back to his chair. But let's just go look at it real quick. Let's just look at it real quick together. And let's have this conversation real quick about how this went down, why it went down. And I just want you guys to, here's the whole thing right here. Just the whole comment.
Get Will Smith wins, like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you.
See Will smiling. Will is laughing. He's smiling.
Jane too. Can't wait to see it. All right.
And we see Will is smiling right here. But I was curious to see Jada's reaction. I see the lady behind her. She don't look too pleased because everybody knows Jada has a condition, autoimmune condition. And it's caused her to have alopecia really bad. And she came public and spoke about it on the internet and shared her emotions about it. And so I see Will laughing. Now watch Jada's reaction. Now watch her reaction. She didn't like that joke. She thought that was a little distasteful. So I guess Will felt that his wife was disrespected. Let's go ahead.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard.
See, a lot of people was wondering why he said Richard, but remember, Will won an award for the Venus and Serena movie. So he played, their father, Richard Williams. So when he got up, he referred to him as Richard. Now let's watch this.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Let's walk back. Oh, man, that walk back is classic.
Will Smith is...
That's what walk back was classic. I'm not going to lie. I like how he walked back. And somebody said that wasn't Will Smith. That was Mike Lowry on Bad Boys. And he did look like Mike Lowry. Woo, that's kind of deep here. Hold up.
Smack the shit out of me.
Get my name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
Okay, now let's talk about this. This is juicy, juicy, juicy. I mean, wow, that was intense. And I think Will has been under a lot of stress. I've been hearing a lot of guys say, well, he slapped it because it's Chris Rock. Chris Rock is a small guy. Everybody hates Chris. You guys see he's been picked on his whole life. He hasn't really been that gangster G type of guy from the hood. Chris Rock is a little small guy. So, the question is from a lot of people, would he have slapped, Dave Chappelle or Jamie Foxx if they made that joke? Would he have slapped Martin? Like who would he have? But Martin probably would have made that joke knowing Jada's condition. And so Chris claims he didn't know the condition of Jada. I don't know if that's true or not, but nevertheless, the question is, what would you have done in that situation? Now, we can argue this all day. I'm not going to take no sides. Initially, I felt like Will was in his right to protect his wife, and especially if she has been, being her husband, he's probably seen her go through these emotional ups and downs, and he's probably witnessed her insecurities with her hair and stuff like that. So They might have touched a nerve. And some people might say, well, he still handled it wrong. It's not professional. Man, these people still human, man. You know, Will is allowed to make a mistake. If he did make a mistake, some people say he should have handled it differently. Maybe he should have handled it differently because as I think it over, you know, you watch the response from people and you got some hood people or people that's, you know, from the hood and they just straight up say, hey, he should have slapped. Then you have some people that say, no, he's professional. He should have handled that differently. And again, in Will's defense, I'm going to say he's still human. Now, we know he's been going through a lot with that whole entanglement thing with Augustina, you know, with that whole Augustina, the young singer who, you know, was sleeping with Jada and it came out. And some people say, well, he should have slapped him. Well, he really would have looked stupid then to me because this is a relationship your wife participated in. This was a relationship. This was an affair. So, you know, what's the young guy named Augustina didn't rape Jada. She participated. In fact, she called herself, you know, she was the older cougar, if you want to call it a cougar. But at the same time, this was a relationship that Jada participated in. So even though the young guy went and spoke and talked about it a lot, Jada put herself in that position. So Will would have really looked stupid to slap him when Jada put herself in that position to be the conversation. So should he slap him or not? That's going to be something for years to talk about. I wish Chris Rock would have been a little more, researched a little more before he made that joke. I know back in 2016, I watched the Academy Awards and Chris Rock made fun of Jada and made fun of Will in his opening. And he talked about Jada in a way that she shouldn't be boycotting. And in fact, to me, it was kind of tasteless to make jokes about the boycott when Black people had a legitimate reason to boycott. So that's that buffoonery again, you know, for white folks, he want to be the buffoon and the clown. And, you know, I just thought it was a bad joke on Jada. And just like it was a bad joke to joke about the Black people who legitimately protested the Academy Awards. Now, Will, it looks like to me, Chris is not pressing charges. The police has already not filed a report, but he may be banned from the Academy Awards for years or forever. I don't know. They could take some serious actions against him. But at the same time, Will wasn't thinking about that at the time. And this is why a lot of people from the professional side are saying he should have handled it differently because he has a lot to lose. He can lose movie deals. He can lose, you know, other nominations for Academy Awards. I think he won 2 last night. I mean, he can lose friends. It's a lot of things that he can lose at that one slap. So sometimes we do got to think things out. But again, when you're dealing with a man's children and his wife, you know, he's got children by this woman. So, you know, sometimes a man feel like he got to do what a man got to do. Now, the mistake was made publicly by Chris, the assault. And I thought it was more of a dig than just a joke. I thought it was a dig because he clowned Jada before in the Academy Awards. So it was more of a dig. I was also told by a good friend of mine that Will warned him last time he did it. Again, he's still a man. Will is still a man. He has children by this woman. And if Black men can't protect their queen, then we're not really good for nothing. There's a lot of queens out there that need our protection. I guarantee you the next guy will think before he make a joke about Jada. I guarantee you. And maybe they need that line drawn because they've been the spectacle of public assaults since this whole you know, Augustina thing. It's been a lot of, you know, social media attacks on Will. And, you know, Will has been an emotional wreck, we all know, since that's happened. And we don't know how that affected their marriage. They're trying to keep it together, which I commend them, but they still people. So, you know, put your comments and views down at the bottom. I'm just curious to see what you guys think about it. All right, you guys have a great one. Peace.